What's up guys, Abed Motasemi here. In this channel we only focus on special recipes. Different types of kebabs and grills from all around the world, pizzas, improving big restaurants recipes, fusion foods that are invented by myself, and in general special foods that you haven't seen it before or you haven't seen it as good and complete as this one. So if you like my videos, please simply support me by like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you are new here. Thank you so much, that helps me a ton. Enough talking, let's go make this very special chicken kebab. Before we start making this chicken kebab, I'm gonna say one thing. During the video, I'm gonna mention two different types of pro tips. First, general pro tips that everyone should follow and they take your cooking skills to another level. And second pro tips are only for those who already have a restaurant or they wanna launch a restaurant business. I really hope one day at least someone message me and tell me, hey, I launched my restaurant business, I'm using your recipes, I'm making good money for my family. That person gonna make my day. I swear to God, I'm gonna be very happy. So if that happened, please message me. For bone-in chicken kebab, obviously we need chicken, but not any kind of chicken. We need Cornish hen. We need very small young chickens. The weight has to be around 1.3 to 1.5 pounds. That's it. Larger chicken has tougher meat and it takes a longer time to cook. That means it gets drier. So please only use Cornish hen, 1.3 to 1.5 pounds. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do is to remove the skins. First cut the skin like this, but don't go very deep. Then remove the skin very gently with your fingers, the way I'm showing you. It's very easy. Ugh. Then I'm gonna remove the carcass just like this. You can use a scissor, it makes your life a lot easier. We are not gonna use the carcass and the neck because it doesn't have any meat and makes your kebab very ugly. But do not throw this away. You can make chicken stock or you can use it in a soup or something. Please remove these ends of the wings always. Doesn't do anything. So far I have 2 chicken breasts, 2 legs and 2 wings, but I'm gonna go further and cut them into 8 pieces. Then I'm gonna split the wing into half. For the breast, first I'm gonna remove the excess fat. These are gonna burn and smoke during cooking process and makes your kebab look very ugly. Then I'm gonna split the breast into 2 pieces. So for the leg, I'm gonna separate the drum from the thigh, just like this, very easy. And don't forget to remove the excess fat, as I told you. For the breast to cook even better, you can cut in the middle, not all the way through, just halfway through, and then butterfly it, just the way I'm showing you here. It's gonna make your kebab look a lot nicer and more professional, and it's gonna cook much more evenly. For the thigh, the same thing, just cut halfway through, and with your finger open it until you see the bones. So this way you're gonna make sure that it cooks all the way through. For the drum, also we're gonna make a little cut halfway through until you see the bone, and with your finger just open it. I have one very important pro tip here. So for any reason, if you break this bone, no matter how much you cook this chicken drum, after you cook it, the blood gonna comes out of it and makes your kebab looks very, very ugly. The order of the pieces when you wanna skew is also very important. We're gonna start with the wider parts, which is the chicken breast, 2 chicken breast here, and then 2 chicken thigh, 2 chicken drum, 2 wing drumettes, and 2 wing tips. Very, very important, just like this. Alright, then you can see it in a close-up shot. That's the order of the parts. Alright, next grab a large bowl and put the chicken in there. I'm Persian and I know Persians are crazy about saffron. They put saffron on everything. But the authentic way of making bone-in Persian chicken kebab is that there is no saffron in the recipe. But nowadays a lot of restaurants add saffron. I don't know why. It is optional. If you want to add saffron, you have to add it right now in this step. So add 4 to 5 tablespoons saffron water to the chicken, mix them very well and let it rest for 20 minutes, okay? This way the saffron penetrates in the chicken and chickens get beautiful saffron yellow color. If you do that after you add the onion and other ingredients, onion takes the saffron absorb it and doesn't let the chicken get colored. Today I'm not gonna use saffron in this recipe, so we're gonna go to the next step. Put the chickens aside for now. Ooh. I've got onion and green bell pepper in this recipe. So for each small Cornish hen, you need 200 grams or 1 medium-sized onion and 50 grams or half a green bell pepper. A pro tip for restaurants: if you're marinating chicken in large quantities and big batches, you only need 100 grams or half a medium-sized onion and 25 grams or a quarter of a green bell pepper. The quantities that I mentioned earlier is only for home cooks. We're gonna slice our onions very thinly, but remember, do not slice your onions pole to pole or in the direction of the layers. So we're gonna slice orbital or perpendicular to the layers. So the reason for that is in the orbital slices, we're gonna end up having more acidity and more juices comes out of the onion, which means it marinates our chicken a lot faster and a lot better. Also remember to slice very thinly for the same reason I mentioned earlier. I'm a professional onion slicer. After slicing the onions, it's time to slice the green bell pepper very thinly. Now grab a large bowl and put the sliced green bell pepper and onions in there. Now it's time to add the spices. Add 12 grams or 1 tablespoon kosher salt, half teaspoon or 2 grams cayenne pepper, half teaspoon or 2 grams coriander powder, 1 gram or quarter teaspoon ginger powder, and finally 2 grams or half teaspoon garlic powder. That was fun. Then we are gonna mix and crush all ingredients by hand very well. I'm so sorry, I realized I ran out of gloves just before shooting the video, so I'm sorry for that. Then add 2 tablespoons or juice of 1 lemon to the rest of the ingredients. Next add 2 tablespoons Dijon or yellow mustard, 4 tablespoons Greek yogurt, and finally 1 tablespoon mayo. Mix that all in very well until everything is very well combined. Then put the marination stuff on top of the chicken, mix that all very well until all parts of the chicken are coated in marination sauce. In the end, for each Cornish hen, add 4 tablespoons neutral flavor oil to the ingredients and mix that all very well until everything is combined. Adding oil does 2 very important things. 1, helps the marination stuff and chicken adhere together very well. 2, doesn't let the air touch the chicken while the chickens are resting in the fridge, so the chickens don't dry out in the cooking process. Cover the chickens with plastic wrap very well for the same reason I mentioned before. Put the lid back in and let the chickens rest in the fridge for at least 6 hours or preferably overnight. In the meantime that the chickens are marinated, I'm gonna make 2 very delicious sauces that are perfect with bone-in chicken kebabs. One is garlic parmesan sauce that everybody know, and the other one is Lebanese chili sauce that are perfect. Both of them are super delicious. I've got 1/8 of a medium-sized onion. I'm gonna dice it very thinly. Then grab 1 red fresco chili, which is not hot at all. It's very mild and it's perfect for my sauce. We're gonna dice half of it very thinly. I've got Parmesan cheese, so I'm gonna grate it very thinly, as much as half a cup or 3 tablespoons. I've got 8 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna crush it very well with a little oil and salt in one of these things called molcajete. I've got it from Mexico. If you don't have molcajete, don't worry, you can crush it with knife or anything in that nature. Grab a small bowl, then add 4 tablespoons mayo along with the rest of the ingredients to the bowl. Now it's time to add our spices. We're gonna start with 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1 teaspoon dried basil, a quarter teaspoon cayenne pepper, and finally a pinch of kosher salt. Then add 1 tablespoon white vinegar and juice of half a lemon. Then mix all of that ingredients very well, and finally we've got our awesome garlic parmesan sauce. And this is the result. This sauce is gonna be perfect with bone-in chicken kebab. For the second sauce, I've got 15 red fresco chilies that I told you it's not hot at all. It got very mild kick in it. Then remove the stem and the seeds inside as much as possible and throw them away. To add kick to our sauce, which is completely optional, I'm using 8 to 10 chile de arbol, which is dried and I couldn't find the fresh ones. And as I said, it is completely optional. Feel free to adjust it to your taste. Use 20 if you want it spicier, and use 4 or 5 if you want it less spicy. If you've got dried chilies like me, the way we're gonna use it is to cut it in half first, then put it in a small bowl. Pour some hot water on it and let it sit for like 30 minutes, then rinse the water and the chilies are ready to use. Grab your food processor, then I'm gonna add my mild and hot chilies, along with 1 onion and 6 cloves of garlic. Then I'm gonna add 1/3 of a cup neutral flavor oil and start mixing with your food processor. After mixing all the ingredients very well in the first step, what I have here is San Marzano peeled tomato can. It's very, very delicious. So I'm gonna add 1 tomato to my ingredients and start mixing again for the last time. Grab your saute pan and start heating it up. Then add 2 tablespoons neutral flavor oil along with 1 tablespoon butter. Now add the paste to the pan and be careful, it's gonna splash. On medium heat, let the sauce simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once in a while, stir so the sauce doesn't burn. After about 15 minutes, add 1 tablespoon sugar along with half teaspoon kosher salt and mix that all very well with the sauce. And the sauce is ready. Look how beautiful the sauce is. Let's try. Oh my god. It's very delicious, but super hot, super spicy, even for me. Holy cow. That's very spicy. I wish I put a little less chile de árbol. So I recommend to put the chile de árbol 1 by 1 and adjust it to your spice tolerance. If I go back, I will put only like 5 and that's enough for me. In the meantime, I just ran out and got these gloves. So you need gloves for skewing. It's very gross, so make sure to have gloves. We've got different types of skewers in the market, like wooden, aluminum, and what I've got here is stainless steel, which I think is the best for making kebabs on top of charcoal. I've got this from Iran, so you might not be able to find the exact skewers outside Iran, but I will find something very similar and put the purchase link in the description below for you. Pro tip guys, the cooking time for different vegetables vary from one to another. Do not put all of these vegetables in one skewer because the cooking time for chilies is a lot faster than tomato and mushroom. First I'm gonna poke the mushroom, but another pro tip about skewing mushroom is if you want to avoid mushroom from cracking, always and always poke the mushroom from this side. And also while you're skewing, make sure to grab it very tight in your hand. Just like this. Look, there is no crack. Then skew the tomatoes, it's very straightforward. Just leave a little space between the vegetable, this way we make sure they cook all the way through. Skewing chilies is also very straightforward and easy. Put the veggies aside for now, we're gonna start skewing the chickens. Wow, smells awesome. Also clean the mess as you go so you don't get overwhelmed. Another pro tip guys, always remove the excess onion and bell pepper that stick to the chickens. These gonna burn and makes your kebab very, very ugly. Now start skewing by simply passing the skewer through the chicken pieces. Just the way I'm showing you. Here, because the chicken pieces are very wide, I'm gonna use another skewer to make my life a lot easier on the grill. And this is how the chicken should look like on the skewer. Let's go grill our chicken kebabs. First, we're gonna start with veggies because they're gonna cook a lot faster. And after a few minutes, it's time to put the chickens on the grill. Turn the skewers every 30 seconds to make sure the chicken kebabs cook all the way through and evenly. The chilies are ready, and as I said, they cook a lot faster than the others. Tomato and mushroom is also ready to go. Also, you gotta make sure do not overcook the chickens because they're gonna get dry. 7 to 8 minutes is usually enough for cooking bone-in chicken kebab. The chicken kebab is ready and you can see they are very well cooked. And I'm pretty sure they are very juicy too. Chicken kebab is ready, let's go plate it. I grabbed a large platter because I'm gonna plate both skewers in one plate. Then lay out the chicken pieces just the way I showed you before. Just like this. Okay, now you have two options. Either serve it with rice, I'm not gonna do it today. Or you can serve it with potato, which is perfect. You can either go with mashed potato, or here I went with just French fry that I just made. Then for the side I use cooked carrot, pickles, a sliced onion and parsley, lime, and a few olives. Then a small bowl of awesome sauces that we just made. Oh, I almost forgot, leave some space for the grilled tomato, mushroom, and chili. This is awesome. Alright, that was my royal bone-in chicken kebab. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really appreciate it if you support my channel by simply like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you're new here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.